Well, welcome back. We are on our fourth session here about our dumpster fire, reclaiming it. We're going to reclaim 2020. And we talked about acknowledging our dumpster fire, figuring out, A, do we have one? Where's it at? Is it good? Is it bad? It doesn't necessarily mean anything, right? Kind of organizing it a bit and finding out what belongs to us and what doesn't. And then, we went into containing that and getting them in their proper fires. You may have 5 or 6 fires and you can maintain all of them. It's not a problem. But how do I do that? Okay, I've got this fire here, Kyle, now, and I'm like going, what do I do with this? I know I need to maintain it. I know I need to take care of it, and I don't want it to go crazy. So help me. How do we do that?
Yeah, great question, right? And I love the recap, right? Hopefully you've gone back and you've watched these other segments. We've talked about acknowledging it, organizing it, containing it. And now it's like, how do you maintain the level of fire that you want, right? How do you maintain maybe even in the good times so that when, I always say this, not if, but when the inevitable trauma, tragedy, grief, pain, when that comes along, how do you maintain, right? How do you maintain? So I brought myself a trusty prop as well because I loved your trusty prop.
Oh, very nice.
Very cute on me. It goes really well. So this is my construction hat, everyone. You're welcome. I dug it out of my children's play area. So the reason though I pulled that up is because it might be a construction zone, right? Like your dumpster fire may be a construction zone. And so I have 2 questions for you amidst your own construction zone. 1, what is your construction zone made up of, right? Because inevitably, an author called Glennon Doyle put this really well. She talks about how we are like mugs filled to the brim and we're gonna bump up against each other, right? So inevitably, whatever you have on the inside is going to spill out. So it either spills out and it stains everyone around you, or it like creates more fires here and there, or whatever's inside of you is spilling out and it's helpful. It's like encouraging and good and whatever it is. So what is inside? What is your dumpster fire made up of today? Because whatever you put in is what's going to come out. Right? It's not if, it's when. So that's the first question I have. Get that worksheet out, that maintain worksheet out. Do you have it, Shelly? Can you hold it up? Am I putting you on the spot? I should have it. I've got my hat. There it is. Maintain, okay? So what is inside? Because inevitably it will come out. And you don't want to leave stains or extra fire everywhere. You want the goodness to come out. So my mom used to tell me too, garbage in, garbage out. So that means if you're putting garbage in, if you're like thoughts are out of control, if you're full of negativity, if you're frustrated or comparing or whatever it is, like that is going to come out. So stop yourself today wherever you are and ask what is inside or what is your dumpster fire made up of, because it's ultimately going to spread elsewhere. The second thing is, are you ready for your construction crew to move in, right? So that's where people like Shelly and I come in. I wear this because I live it and I love it. Like I am a construction crew ready. Like Shelly said in part 3, we need good people around us as resources and community to help us fight our fire. So what I mean by construction crew is I am ready, and I'm hoping you are too, to reassess what your landscape is, right? Like what is your landscape now? What is it made up of? Like we said, what is inside? But 2, are you ready to rebuild and even enhance what it is that you've got available, what you've got surveyed in your dumpster fire, right? So what's inside, and are you ready? I'm going to do it again. You're welcome. Are you ready for the construction crew to come in to rebuild and to even enhance, which means improve on the previous versions of yourself, right? Improve on the previous versions of your own dumpster fire, right? So a lot of times we say like, oh my gosh, the dumpster fire of 2020. Let's be honest, whatever was going on inside of here was just exacerbated or amplified because of what was going on around us. And that happened in a big way in 2020, but it's always true. right? There's only certain things that are in your control, and it's only going to bring out, enhance the flavor of what's already inside. So I'm here as a construction crew. I'm ready. And in my own life, I apply these things. But I'm asking you, and what I'm going to leave you with, well, otherwise, I'd like to ask you, Shelley, what else do we have to add? So let me not leave you folks with anything yet.
I was going to say.
Sign off. What else do you have to add to that when it comes to the maintaining aspect of your dumpster fire?
You know, the part that struck me so much was that you wanted to, what do you want to maintain? There's some good things that are going on in the dumpster fire. Matter of fact, we said that not all fire is bad, but that you had some good things. We've hit the reset button. I've gotten to know my friends and my family better than I ever have because those are the only people I can go and talk to, or the people I'm quarantined with. And so there's some good things that are happening even in the midst of all of the chaos, even in the midst of all of that. There is always the second side of that coin. I talk about it as a coin, right? There's always a good side and there's a bad side, right? But they're the same object. And that's what I really appreciate, is that there are good things to hold onto and pull that from. And that's where you're focused on. And it's like, and we can then fill our brains with the good stuff, right? And then be able to let go of the others.
Yep, I love that. And you know what, this is what I'll leave you with, is the challenge. Like, it's hard to tackle mindset, which is what we're talking about. It's hard to build resiliency, especially in the middle of crisis, in the middle of a dumpster fire, in the middle of acknowledging for the first time what's going on around you. So what one thought do you have going on right now about your dumpster fire that you could just shift a little bit towards the positive, right? Like Shelley said, there's a ton of highlights that are great about fire. You cook with it. You burn great smelling candles with it, right? Forests use it to rebuild themselves at times. So what one thought today can you transform on your own? Not all of them. We have way too many thoughts to do that. But today we're going to leave you with part 4 of how to reclaim the dumpster fire of 2020, or the dumpster fire around you, is what one thought can you transform today? All right, that's what I've got.
Continue to look and to think about that in this new way. And we are going to be back for our 5th, that's 10, 5, final video coming up soon. So stay tuned. We'll see you then.
Bye.